So this week, we are looking at all the different ways overwhelmed moms face mommy burnout. It is the subject of so many memes and movies where drinking and parenting seem to go hand in hand. Now we're going to meet some real moms who turn to drinking in order to cope with the stresses of motherhood. Watch this.
I was home taking care of 4 small kids while being a full-time working mom, and so felt a lot of anxiety and stress. And as soon as I would come home from work, I'd pour a glass of wine and start the evening routine of homework and baths and bedtime. And by the end of the night, I would consume a bottle of wine. And then I'd pass out from overconsumption and feeling exhausted, and wake up the next day and absolutely hate myself, and would swear that I would not drink again that day, and found myself stopping at a local grocery store and picking up a bottle of wine on my way home. There were times that I had I had driven home my children being intoxicated. And my 10-year-old daughter reminds me of when I left to go to the neighbor's house and have a drink with them, and left her at home with the doors locked, but brought a baby monitor and thought that that was okay. And so she says to me often, "I'm so glad that you don't drink anymore."
The drinking changed pretty quickly after I had my daughter. I didn't really wait to jump back into drinking once I had her, but it had such a more profound effect on me because I was so overtired. I had some pretty extreme, depression and anxiety right when I had her, like a lot of moms do. And I thought the drinking was helping me to deal with that, and it really just made it worse. I told myself for so long is that this helps me unwind, that it helps me sleep, that it helps me deal, whatever that means, with being a mom, that it makes it easier. I would drive sometimes in the car with wine, and I didn't really think that there was anything wrong with that. That's the crazy thing. I thought that I deserved to have wine because I was doing this really hard thing, and I was working and taking care of a kid full time. I think it's different for moms today because we're trying to be everything, and I think wine is seen as this like duct tape safety net that will hold you together or fix it, and it's a lie.
Laura McKowen marks her 4th year of sobriety this September. She is a writer focused on helping those like her. And Kelley Kitley has been sober for 5 years and is a psychotherapist and author of Myself, an autobiography of survival. Thank you both so much for being here. Aww. Is it emotional to see that?
This is a beautiful environment to be in right now. Thank you.
That's how I feel too. That's how I feel too. It's like the audience pours this warm blanket around you and you come out to talk about things that everyone can relate to, like mom stress, which both of you have pointed out we don't talk about. We don't really talk about it because you see, I always picture the Wella Balsam commercial. I don't know. It's like the woman with the flowing hair and the white dress and the baby, and she seems perfect and everything seems perfect, and why am I not perfect and not enjoying it like that woman is at every moment without any problems, without ever losing my temper, without ever feeling less than?
Right.
Can you relate?
Yeah, or coming out of, having a baby looking like what we just saw on TV the other day.
Right. Which is not real. I'm sorry, Princess Kate, it isn't.
No.
But women at home need to know that.
They need to know that.
Because I do think we, especially in this day and age of Instagram and all these pictures and selfies, we see these false images of people's so-called perfect lives, and they're BS.
Yeah.
It's not true.
I always say it's like pictured and not pictured. Like, this is the pictured thing that you see, but not pictured is all the stuff that's happening in the background.
So how did alcohol, because I know in both your stories, it went from, a social thing that wasn't a problem to, no, it's definitely very much a problem now. I'll start with you, Laura.
I had a little bit of a long progression, I would say. I started drinking when I was, maybe 17 or 18, and it looked pretty normal, except for, a few isolated incidents, which everyone has in college or whatever. And then when I had my daughter, it really changed, and it affected me in a different way. I always say it stopped working then. And it became something, though, that I felt I needed to do more. So it was like this bad loop.
And that at the height of your drinking, how much alcohol would you say you were consuming?
I would, at the most I would have a couple bottles of wine a night, and I didn't think anything of that, you know? It would just be gone. And I would figure it out the next day when I went to see, you know, I drained both of those bottles. It wasn't uncommon for me to do that.
And I know, Kelley, you felt the stress and the anxiety of motherhood. You had grown up above a bar, right?
I did,
in
yeah.
Chicago. So it was normal to see drinking, but when did it click for you that the drinking isn't working for me?
Well, I was a binge drinker, and so I would go out and drink with friends. I met my husband at my parents' bar. Drinking was so normalized in my world, and I didn't know anybody who didn't drink. So it changed for me when I did have kids at home, and I went from binge drinking to drinking every day just to manage. And I would switch my drinking. I thought, oh, it's the wine. You know, that makes me too tired. I had read in People magazine that if I drank tequila, it would be an upper. So I started drinking tequila.
I believe that too. Is that wrong?
Is that not right? It worked. I got laundry done. I could stay up later. But the insanity of it, of trying to manage and control my drinking. And I didn't have a rock bottom moment. And I think that that's really important for people to hear, because my progression went from binge drinking to drinking every day. And I had a 6, a 4, a 2-year-old, and a 6-month-old at home. And today my kids are 12, 10, 8, and 6. And they celebrate my sober anniversary with me every year. And they make me a cake, and they sing happy anniversary, and they just say that they like Mom better without alcohol.
And you're trying to send them a different message about alcohol than the one you grew up with. And most of us did, I would say.
Yeah,
I mean, in the 70s, it just wasn't, you know, what amazed me, among other things, is they say between 2002 and 2013, the number of women who demonstrated problem drinking soared by 84%. 84%. Now, why is that? Let me tell you something. We're going to get into it. But we're booking this segment, right? Because we want to talk about mom stress. And my producers do the booking, my bookers and my producers. And imagine my surprise when last week I get an email from one of my producers saying, we have the segment booked, and one of the women that we have booked is a good friend of yours. She's here right after this break.
Drinking in a very habitual kind of problematic in retrospect way because I was so anxious, and having 3 little kids underfoot and trying to balance that with other things in my life, including my career and my greater family, it was just too much for me.
Well, that was Aidan Donn. She has 3 daughters, and she has not had a drink in nearly 2 years. She also happens to be a friend of mine, and the way this came about was just so, I don't know, funny and serendipitous in a way, Aidan. We've been friends for years. Our kids go to school together. A huge portion of our friend circle is here today supporting you. But I did not know this about you. I did not know. I found out from my producer last week.
I know.
I'm like, Aidan.
I know.
And then we saw each other that night just at our friend's birthday party and talked about it a little bit. So let's just talk about, because I know you've said and are saying publicly that you've had anxiety for years, and that led to an increase in the drinking.
Yeah, so I think I've always been probably a little bit of an anxious person, and it's always served me very well in my life with respect to achievement. I think it led me to stay up late and study hard and you know, get the good grades and get into the schools I wanted to. But at a certain point, and I really think motherhood was the turning point, the anxiety gets to a point that needs to be looked at. And what I was doing, my story really is a story of self-medication, right? And I didn't know that. I thought I was drinking because everyone else was drinking, and it was just something you do, and it was like a rites of passage for adulthood and motherhood. But what I was really doing was drinking because I was anxious, because I had all of these things on my plate, my career, my family, that I think all of us mothers do to a certain extent. And so that was a light bulb moment for me to know that I was going after the anxiety with alcohol, and the alcohol was making me more anxious.
How, like in the moment or the next day?
A little bit of both, I would say, but primarily the next day. you know. Sure, to have a glass or two of wine would make me unwind a little bit and feel relaxed. But ultimately, it was impacting my sleep. It was impacting my next day, how much energy I had for my own pursuits and my children. And so it was kind of dampening my whole life, and I didn't even know it. And so when I pulled the plug on it almost 2 years ago, it was unbelievable. Life kind of sprang into Technicolor. Not everything is perfect. I mean, we're all running around. There's lots of stuff going on. But literally every aspect of my life has improved. My friendships, motherhood, my writing.
Yeah, right, she's a writer. Check out The Ramblers, by the way. But you're not an alcoholic. You don't want people...
No,
and that label, I know all three of you feel like that label is kind of alienating, and you're not speaking to only people who think they might be alcoholics.
Right.
Explain
right.
that.
I don't identify with any label. I'm not interested in labels. I'm interested in my own experience and in this conversation, which I think needs to be happening, and I applaud you and your producers for making this conversation happen. It's long overdue.
It's so like you to come on here and give somebody else the credit, but keep going.
I categorize myself. I'm a writer. I like to come up with my own language. I categorize myself as a former gray area drinker because I think historically this topic is discussed in very black and white terms. Like you're absolutely fine with alcohol or you have this terrible, epic problem that requires some sort of intervention. And my experience and what I'm realizing a lot of women and a lot of people's experience is in this vast gray middle where we're worried about it, we're struggling with it, where there are bad patterns, but no one would necessarily pull us aside or say there's an issue there. Mm-hmm. So
especially in today's day and age when drinking it's ubiquitous. I mean, it's like we talked about Bad Moms, and we talked, not to blame the movies, but it's just,
right.
it's completely like binge drinking and heavy drinking has been normalized, especially for women, in a way that we haven't always seen. Listen, all three of these moms are here revealing themselves to you for a reason.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.